right. Where do we get the signals from?
Hello, everybody. This is Kenosha Community Television Channel 14 from Time Warner Cable. Welcome to the 2003 Kenosha Civic Veterans Day Parade. It's the 29th of June, 2003, and right now it's 7 minutes after 2 o'clock Central Daylight Time. In the background, the 1st Division. My name is Lou Rugani. With me is Bernadette Lasky. Say hello, Bernadette.
Hello, Louie. How are ya?
Never better. What a gorgeous day in the neighborhood.
I don't ever remember such a wonderful day, and I've never seen so many people here. This is phenomenal. And they're all excited, and there we are on the television set.
Oh, look at me with a bad hair day.
Oh, Louie, you never have a bad hair day.
I'm doing right now.
You know, it's wonderful when you have hair in this world.
Well, hair today.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. This is...
I don't think we're going to be able to say too much in the next few moments.
Yeah. We Love Old Glory is our theme, and let's enjoy.
That golf cart, I don't know if you caught that on the camera. That's Ray Forgiani, the city planner, waving. Hi, Ray. Kenosha police quit using motorcycle squads for several years, and now they're back to them. I think this is the whole fleet. Boy, that Pleasant Prairie squad with that siren sounded to me like the Hartz Mountain Canaries on steroids.
Louis, who's this guy that's coming down the way? He's going a little slow. I wonder if that's one of the antique ones.
No, not really. Maybe he's got his choke pulled out too long or something, having trouble getting it up to speed.
We have the advantage of seeing all the color in this. That is beautiful when you look down 60th and see all that brightness and all this beautiful, beautiful color.
Today's theme song is a salute to the flag. I want to thank all the crew from Kenosha Community Television Channel 14. I'm going to give you all the names in just a bit.
I think we've got every township represented: Pleasant Prairie, Bristow, Wilmot, Salem, Summers, Silver Lake, Trever, Union Grove, and Newport Beach, Illinois.
Hey, I want to thank our camera operators, Wes Reeves down there, and Neil Edwards, and Tom. I don't have your last name. Deidre Leech and Jeremy Leech, our camera shot coordinators. These are fire and rescue units from all over Kenosha County.
Here's some energetic guys.
I wonder if they've been doing that the whole parade. We're at the end of the parade here, actually. Kenosha Fire Chief Joe Kaiser and wife Lynn.
Goseelin, the big tribute to the Harley-Davidson Company. There should be 100 motorcyclists going by. 100. Wow. Well, Louie, what do you think about that? 100 cycles of Harley-Davidson that were here, and that was brought to us through the courtesy of Mike and Paula Jensen from Jensen Towing. And I don't know if you could see them on camera, but they went by in a golf cart, and they've been part of our parade committee getting this organized. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, Paula. That was quite a tribute to the 100th anniversary of the Harley-Davidson Company.
What? Were you saying something?
Yes, I was.
I can't hear a word. I've got permanent nerve damage over here.
What, was it something that the noise, did that just do it, Louis?
Well, actually, I'd like to thank them. I remember when I was 17 years old, I got a ticket for a loud muffler in my car. And I'd like to thank those people for making it okay to drive a loud vehicle now. I haven't had a ticket since.
Isn't it something? And the people love cycle drivers now. And
as long as it's not by my house at 3 in the morning.
Well, Louis, you should be sleeping at 3 in the morning.
I'm trying to,
Bernadette. You know, you should be sleeping. So what's the difference if the noise comes? Well, now, of course, that was the pre-parade, and Division 1 will be coming along shortly. In the meantime, though, we can say thank you to our chairman, Fran Padokas, who has made, with all her hard work, she and Frank, this, we can just say, made this parade possible?
Yes, and for years, actually.
Actually, I think it's way over 25 years that she's done that.
Well, you've been working here on the microphone, covering it for Channel 34 when they had coverage, and now it's down to 14, actually. 14, and the city channel is what, 25? Because it's going to be on the government channel. So if you see it on Channel 25, your computer box is not broken.
It's going to be on both channels, and it's going to be starting at 5 o'clock tonight, and it's going to be on Tuesday, I think they said, for 30 hours into Wednesday. So thank you, the City of Kenosha, and thank you, the Access Channel 14. These hard-working guys here, and of course Keith Winstead, who put this all together for us. Did you know, Louis, the name of our theme this year is We Love Old Glory. Every year, the parade's theme is something with regard to the flag.
Yes, and this year, We Love Old Glory. There was something here that they gave to us, which I think we have time to read just briefly. It's kind of neat because there was a familiar quote called Remember Me by David C. Graham. He said, "Remember me? Some people call me Old Glory, others call me the Star-Spangled Banner, but whatever they call me, I am your flag, the flag of the United States of America." Something has been bothering me, so I thought I might talk it over with you because it's about you and me. I remember some time ago, people would line up on both sides of the street to watch the parade, and naturally, I was leading every one, proudly waving in the breeze. When your daddy saw me coming, he immediately removed his hat and placed it against his left shoulder so that his hand was directly over his heart. Remember? And you, I remember, were standing there straight as a soldier. You didn't have a hat, but you were giving a right salute. Remember your little sister? Not to be outdone, she was saluting the same as you with her right hand over her heart. Remember? What happened? I mean, I'm still the same old flag. Oh, I've added a few more stars since you were a boy, and a lot more blood has been shed since those parades of long ago. But now somehow I don't feel as proud as I used to feel when I come down your street. You just stand there with your hands in your pockets. You might give me a small glance, then you look away. See children running, shouting. They don't seem to know who I am. I saw one man take his hat off, then he looked around. When he didn't see anybody else take off their hat, he quickly put his back on again. It's not a sin to be patriotic today. Have you forgotten what I stand for and where I've been? Anzio, Guadalcanal, Korea, and Vietnam, and now Iraq. Take a look at the Memoria Honor Roll. See the name of those patriotic Americans who gave their lives to keep this republic free. When you salute me, you're actually saluting them. So it won't be long till I'll be coming down your street again. When you see me, please stand straight, place your hand over your heart, and I'll know that you remembered, because I'll salute you by waving back.
Louis, do you hear that really good music? Band music that you and I love. It's the 84th Division United States Army Reserve Band. Director is Pelko Elk. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Alcaraz?
That's close.
Is that
Alcaraz,
close?
yeah.
All right. Well, they're coming down 60th Street, and they're marching beautifully. Again, it's the 84th Division.
The division sponsor is Kenosha Beef International and the North Shore Bank. Our division marshals, Roger Pullman, Dave Manka, and Michael Manka. Yes, this is the 84th Division, United States Army Reserve Band, the Rail Splitters, proudly hailing from Milwaukee. Chief Warrant Officer Pablo Alcaraz is the commander. Today's Drum Major Staff Sergeant Dennis Clark, the 84th Division, United States Army Reserve Band.
Listen to the applause as they go by. And here comes our own Louis Muzzy Polizzi.
Hi, Muzzy.
Hey, hi, Muzzy. Waving, he is so happy.
Muzzy's birthday today.
Yes, he was. I know the age, but I promised I wouldn't say.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, what's this? What's this? This is Lupita's Restaurant, Roger Perez. Beautiful float.
The Mariachi Band, courtesy of Roger Perez and Lupita's Restaurant uptown. Now, Muzzy, his real name's Louis, born in Kenosha, served 2 years in the armed forces, stationed in Fort Knox. Actually was on Soldiers on Parade on Arlene Francis' show on TV, the home show. Good jazz singer, Muzzy.
They are having so much fun on that float. That's Roger Perez singing up there and waving away. And who is this young lady in this golf cart? I do believe that's Fran Padokas, our chairman. Yay, Fran!
Hi, Fran. Just got the award, I see, from Carthage College, the Newtown Award.
This is an organization that's been at parade for many, many years, Louis. The Valley Course Confederate Infantry.
Portraying the Confederate infantry of the Army of North Virginia. and non-combatant and civilian supporting roles too. See those smoke rings from the muskets?
Do you know how warm their costumes are? Or can you say costumes when they're dressed in the Army? And all these, their followers, their women, their beautiful long dresses, waving, having fun.
There's a Confederate soldier buried at Green Ridge Cemetery right here in Kenosha.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to ask if it's someone you knew, Louis.
Well, I was just getting out of college then.
Okay.
This is the Regimental Volunteer Band of Wisconsin. By the way, this is their second parade of the day. The reason those instruments face backward is because in the Civil War, the band would lead the fighting men, and the instruments were meant to be heard better. Those are authentic instruments from the Civil War.
And Mayor John Antaranium and his children are waving at us from their beautiful, beautiful red convertible that someone let them use. Oh my.
Kenosha area Vietnam veterans, led by Dan Vernon, with various military vehicles.
The people again are standing up and applauding. Various military vehicles.
Kenosha area Vietnam Veterans Organization. They appear frequently at funerals for veterans with the firing squad and taps.
Oh, I see Ronald. Ronald McDonald came to our parade and he's waving. He's another favorite. Louis, he's very hard to get in the parade. He is so booked up that probably will sign a contract today for next year.
I want to thank Terry Hoffman and Marilyn Spalding for their efforts. Oh, look at this vintage Ford truck. I'm guessing, is it 1955? Let's find out. I see 55 on the hood. That doesn't mean it is. Southport Bank, 6th anniversary. It's a replica of the Kenosha Lighthouse, the 1906 lighthouse. Built by Don Farr Jr., owner of Central Contractors. Yes, that's a 55 Ford. Southport Bank, 20, make that 7027 Green Bay Road. Roger and Marv Super Value. And in Paddock Lake on Highway 50.
Here comes some really good music.
Come on, get those hands together! Come on, let's go!
That's Chuckaroo and the Memories, a clown rock and roll band. Actually, they seem rather conservative, seeing some of the costumes I've seen out there in rock and roll today.
And
There's a Mercedes convertible with
the Pizza King.
the Pizza King.
Durango's Pazzarelli, the Pizza King.
21, oh, I'm sorry.
Just waving away there, Louis.
2135 31st Street, Passarelli's. Special thanks to Joe Passarelli.
Oh, here comes another float. The Kenosha Harley Owners Group, Hogs. They won the Chairman's Award for the best float.
Oh, Passarelli is also located at 3105 80th Street. This is the centennial of the Wisconsin-built Harley-Davidson motorcycle, built in Milwaukee. Now the Recruit Honor Guard, Division 931, performing honor guards in their 8th and final week of training in Great Lakes, Illinois, Lake County. These recruits are all screened on their first day of training for, well, military bearing and coordination. Academic score is very important. And they're admitted to either one of 3 performing divisions to rehearse all the 9+ weeks of boot camp and still have to go through the same basic skills and training as all the other recruits. Not until they complete all this can they be called sailors.
The people are applauding for this group too, Louis. Another group coming. Who are they?
Oh, it's all part of the Recruit Training Command in Great Lakes.
The same one, okay.
That was the Honor Guard.
All right.
Obviously, these gentlemen are from all over the United States. This is Commander Carl Rabenhorst. He lives in Pleasant Prairie, serves as the Force Protection Officer at Naval Reserve Readiness Command, Midwest in Great Lakes. He's responsible for the security of 30 Naval Reserve facilities in many states and in the Naval Reserve and other federal, state, and local agencies. Born in Marquezin, Wisconsin. Did I pronounce that right? Marquezin?
Well, that sounds right. That sounds right. His children go to Mahone Middle School, and how wonderful that he lives in our wonderful city, Lou.
Yep, he actually works in Racine. He's on leave now. Single dad, works at Racine Railroad Products in Racine as a mechanical engineer.
We're seeing a Navy Club Ship 40 Kenosha Civic Day Parade.
Look at that wonderful model.
Oh, my. Now, somebody didn't put that together on a card table, did they, Louis?
Well, if it was a card table, it was King Kong's. What a beautiful model. I wish you folks could see it live and up front. I've never seen that before. Navy Club Ship 40, longtime veterans group for the Navy, representing the Navy Club in Kenosha. They have a park they've sponsored right at the foot of 52nd Street, 6th Avenue, a memorial to Pearl Harbor and the veterans and the victims of the attack.
We are now being entertained by Tabala mini bikes. They come from Richmond, Illinois, and they're going around in circles, in and out and around and about, and the audience is loving them.
They're from Richmond, Illinois. Antique Heaven. Oh, let me mention the Navy Club Ship 40 one more time. Thomas Fredrickson is the commander. And the Navy Club Ship 40 represents not only active and retired sailors, but Marine and Coast Guard men.
Here's a beautiful float. The Kenosha Area Crime Stoppers Incorporated.
Look at that phone number. That means you can get cash money if you turn in a criminal either in progress or afterwards, if it leads to an arrest. 1-800-807-TIPS, TIPS. Kenosha Area Crime Stoppers, paying out rewards of $1,000 at least for information leading to the arrest of do-badders.
That was a beautiful, beautiful float.
All calls are confidential, by the way. Special thanks to Marilyn Spalding and Patricia Burke. Now we got a brass band coming up real shortly. Jensen Towing, longtime participant in the Civic Veterans Parade, with another entry here. The Bell City Brassworks Brass Band.
Oh, they are great.
They're based in Racine, that's why they call it Bell City. But I know there are a couple of Kenoshans in there.
Right. Here they go. Listen up. I like that music.
This is their 15th anniversary. That's Doug Johnson leading. God Bless America, the Irving Berlin Classic. You know, all the money for God Bless America royalties all went to the Scouts of America.
Really? I did not know that.
By the way, I think this is going to be rerun, but we have time to announce that the Bell City Brassworks will be in concert Sunday, November 9th at 3 p.m. in Washington Park High School Theater.
We just saw Don McNeil, president of the All World Wrestling. He has a beautiful car and he's waving. and he has some wrestlers with him. The all-world wrestlers.
Austin
Yeah.
Powers likes to start trouble in and out of the ring with all of the wrestlers. What a guy. I like that in a wrestler. Oh, look at this. Look what's coming. A 1959 Edsel. Hardtop convertible. Red and white and silver. Tony Amendola.
You know, these antique cars are always brought from the Briggs family, and now Bill and Andy were chairman this year, and they always have such a wonderful showing of antique cars.
59 Edsel Corsair hardtop. And look at this, 1935 Nash Ambassador Advance 6. Can you get a shot of that, guys? That's not, there it is. 35 Nash.
Wow.
That car just had a total restoration recently. What a beautiful Kenosha-built classic. That's Kenosha's finest with the fastback. Speedline styling. There's a Model A Ford.
And Louis, did you see how they shine? You can see yourself in them.
Yeah, with me and my bad hair day, too.
Clean. Oh. Well, that's wonderful, the Briggs family. They've been working on our parade, Grandpa and then son and now the grandson. And they've been working on our parade for, I can't even tell you how many years.
Those antique cars, courtesy of Bill and Andy Briggs, the chairman of that committee, and very happy birthday to Don Orth and Jim Roscoe, by the way, today. Parade announcers include Ralph Palomala and my buddy Paul Kern of the morning show over WLIP. They're over there by Eichelman Beach right now waiting. I think the parade is just about beginning to approach them. Over here, we're at 8th Avenue at the foot of 60th Street till it resumes again on the other side of Library Park, covering this June 29th, 2003 Kenosha Civic Veterans Day Parade. Time right now, well, I mean, our time on tape, 23 minutes before 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
All right, Division 2 is beginning. The division marshals are Dr. Budd and Judy Pulaski. They're longtime people who have worked on our parade for many, many years. We thank them.
And the Kenosha Professional Police Association, representing all the law enforcement officers in the city of Kenosha, and the Southern Lakes Credit Union are division sponsors.
Approaching the camera, the Continental Recreation Band. And
I'm not
again,
familiar with that honor guard. I don't have anything on them. I apologize for that. This is the Continental Recreation Band, sponsored by the Bank of Kenosha. Leslie Blitzstein, director, organized 29 years ago. No, 39 years ago. 39 years ago, 1964. Marching and concert band. There's a street beat. I think a roll-off is coming up. Congratulating Todd and Jen Barbian on their wedding last week. Kenosha Continental Band. It's a feeder band for the public school, high school bands. Support group, parents, friends, family.
the parents all look pretty good for when we're practically at the end of the parade. Parents, you're doing good.
Parade honorees coming up in this Ford Mustang convertible. You know, this is Ford's centennial year as well. 1902. Jack and Lori Waters, along with their 3 children. He works for Aurora Healthcare as a market manager. They've lived here in Kenosha for 11 years. Newcomers since then. He's on a number of boards within the community, including CYC Sports, Community Healthcare of Kenosha, Aurora Medical Center, Charitable Council, United Way, and the United Way of Kenosha County campaign chairman for this year's campaign. Recognized by the Boys and Girls Club as their family of the year, Jack Waters and Lori Waters and family in that Mustang convertible.
Kenosha was very lucky when the Waters family moved into our city because he's everywhere, doing so many things.
Carthage College, their annual homecoming parade, Carthage College, coming up on October 18th of this year. And you're welcome to join them for their homecoming parade. We're proud to have Carthage, one of, well, gee, 5 colleges in Kenosha now, would you believe?
5?
Yes, if you want to count Marquette and they're, you know, they have a small campus in Kenosha, but they're colleges and they're here. Otherwise, 3 big campuses. Carthage is the oldest. That's their pep band. Matt Saucedo, the director.
I believe that's the first time we've ever had them as an entry.
That's right.
Welcome to our parade.
Matt Saucedo and the Carthage Pep Band. Special thanks to Dr. Gregory Campbell of Carthage.
And waving, just going by, was Alan Kale, our Kenosha County Executive.
Medina Oriental Band from Medina Temple. They're from Homewood, Illinois. They play so children can walk. Sheik of Araby. You recognize that, Bernie?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Those are authentic Oriental instruments.
And here comes our United States Representative, Paul Ryan, his beautiful wife, Jenna, parents of 2 children, Lisa
Hi, Congressman.
and Charles.
Wife Janet, children Liza and Charles, and oh, by the way, the Kenosha Civic Veterans Parade Committee does thank County Executive Alan Kale for his support of the annual parade. That's what you're watching. President Abraham Lincoln of Illinois.
He stands so tall and straight and walks so strong. Abraham Lincoln, I'm sure, was just like that.
This is a drill team from Kenosha, the Dreamers, directed by Patty and Varley Hadley, and instructed by Tracy Jefferson and Denise Hadley. I've got a phone number to announce for this team. If anyone's interested in joining, it's 515-4262.
They're having a good time.
Drill teams are very big in the 20s, 30s, and then they kind of gave way. Haven't seen too many around here lately. Remember the South Milwaukee Mariners drill team?
Oh, I just remember your band, your
Drum corps, yeah.
corps.
But drill teams without instruments, just drill teams. You don't see too
Really?
many.
No.
Think about that.
No.
Which is too bad, really, because they're easy to start. Old Country Buffet has their mascot. Special thanks to Barb Halligan. The Old Country Buffet, located here in Kenosha at 7074th Place, right behind Southport Plaza Shopping Mall. Old Country Buffet.
That was a nice asset to our parade. I think that, again, was a new entry. The Old Country Buffet mascot.
And they got a cucumber salad you would not believe. In fact, I clean them out. They only allow me in there once a month. So they
Really?
can get out of the red.
But
You know.
now the idea of buffet, you know, you share, Louis, you know, you sit down and you take a nice plateful,
Yeah.
and then you go on. But
Sure.
so you don't take the whole dish.
And as long as you don't leave, you can keep going back and back and back and back.
Oh, but-
Theoretically, you could stay there forever as long as you don't leave. Until they close, of course.
What does the waitress say to you when you're there? 3.5 hours.
They say, how big will your tip be, Mr. Rugani?
First name basis, second name basis, you're in.
They got some really nice staff over there, I must say. Old Country Buffet. Nice people.
Well, lots of food over there, that's for sure. And we really appreciate their entry into our parade. You know, our parade is made up of all citizens, businesses, young and old. That's what our Kenosha Civic Parade is made up of, and we're grateful to all the entries.
I want to say, this band is from Marshall, Wisconsin, the high school, and they are first time in Kenosha right now. And they're wearing my favorite colors for a drum and bugle corps band, red, black, and white. If I was going to start one today, that's the colors I would choose. Look how nice they look.
Oh my.
The Marshall Cardinals, Marshall, Wisconsin. The small town Marshall. Look at the size band they put out. They're only 20 miles east of Madison. They're closer to us than we might imagine.
This has got to be another first-time entry. Louis,
Yes,
I don't
first
ever
time,
remember them at all.
Michelle Seaton, the Marshall band director.
Those flags are waving. It's very, very windy here. The weather is absolutely beautiful, but a lot of wind.
Rifle team. Not easy to drink water when you can't hold a bottle. One of the support group there. Here they come. I admire small little towns and villages that can put together such a nice band as this. 5 what? 5 days you've been practicing? That's it? Hello, Marshall. Welcome to Kenosha.
Their hats remind me of 76 Trombones, that movie.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
There are the two moms and dads that go with, and you know, when there's a parade, you've got to have those parents there helping.
I want to say that I think that was the lady. I don't think we caught that on the air, but Michelle Seaton said that band's only been practicing 5 days ago when they began to put this parade routine together.
You see that beautiful, beautiful woman on the screen, Louie? Our Miss Kenosha, Megan Lynn. And a special thanks to Louis Cristiano, organizes the Miss Kenosha contest always. She's a beautiful girl and so talented.
Special thanks to Lou Cristiano. Lou's been with the Miss Kenosha pageant for many years. Our parade judges today, Peter and Kristen Walcott, in that Chrysler Sebring convertible. Hi, folks. This Calliope is from Racine. Jerry Buck, the operator. Sponsored by the Racine Fourth Fest Committee.
I love a calliope. I love a calliope.
Blue sky.
Jerry Buck, the operator.
How could he tell with that canopy over him what color the sky is? Aren't those great? I think that Calliope's been around for years.
Oh, our
The Lioness Club of Greater Kenosha, service organization.
Hey!
For the deaf and blind, and working with the Lions Club itself. And special thanks to Carmela Parker, the Lioness. Now is the Wisconsin Shores Little League float. Commercial entry, actually. Special thanks to Jackie Battersby and Phelan Mollett. And this is the first prize winner.
Yay! About 40 people on that float, would you say, Louis?
Yes. From WITI Channel 6, Kenosha's own Gus Gonorski.
Oh, our famous Gus Gonorski.
Gus, of course, is a Kenoshan. And he's our favorite handyman.
Oh, the greasers.
Give you a deal on a lube job.
Where are the greasers?
Here comes a nice collection of vintage vehicles. Today, Frank Karen Kennedy and Shea Padokas. We thank. First up, look at that Triumph.
Oh my gosh.
What year is that Triumph? 60. Beautiful. 37 Plymouth. Alex and Lois von Neumann. That's a rare one, 37 Plymouth pickup truck. And one of the last of the Model Ts with Alex von Neumann Jr. 1927 Ford Centennial this year. Hi, Roger. What year is that Model T? That's a 27 as well. Coupe. 5-window coupe.
Do you have an antique auto, Louis? You seem to know so much about them.
Oh, well, you know, some people follow sports. I like cars.
Wow. Oh, the Johnson Bank.
Yes, Division 3 begins now. Jockey International and the AM Community Credit Union sponsors. We thank all the sponsors for helping the divisions and all the entire parade come together as they do. These marshals, Dr. Randy and Diane Hammett and Tom Schukow.
And the Johnson Bank is sponsoring our Rambler Recreation Band. They're waving their flags.
Special thanks to Tom Mahoney and Sue. Director is John Nepper. Now, this band consists of only 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade middle school students of Kenosha. And the banner is carried by twins Holly and Sarah Mahoney, children of the bank president of Johnson, Tom Mahoney. Wanted to mention that. We'll let the Rambler band play. Interesting, you know, the band wears the logo of the Rambler automobile, the last one built in Kenosha, 1969.
Now, I didn't know that.
Look at this beautiful Cadillac convertible.
And that Cadillac convertible is driving, and the Dennis Anderson, is our next parade honoree.
Volunteer firefighter from Pleasant Prairie, Dennis and Roberta Anderson, that gorgeous Cadillac convertible. Does a lot of volunteering. That's what volunteerism is all about. He volunteers for so many. There's a whole page of things, and I wish I had time to tell you everything, but he does just briefly work for the Kenosha Public Museum. And when he comes to do the docent work, he wears authentic mountain man clothes.
Oh, and our famous Jelly Belly. This is their second appearance in our Kenosha Parade. Please visit the candy store and tour Jelly Belly Junction. And I have to tell you, Louis, Jelly Belly gave free candy to us on the parade committee. I don't know if you got any or not, but
is that what that stuff was in my envelope?
That was the stuff, and it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. We're very, very fortunate in our city to have this Jelly Belly.
Yes, the company's quite old, actually, and they're located in Kenosha County just, 3 years ago, maybe?
Right, and it's a great place to take visitors on tours there.
You know, they're open every day, Jelly Belly.
Yes.
9 to 5 p.m., including today. Special thanks, Tom and Mary. Look at the Crayola float. Color a bright and happy future. Stay alcohol and drug-free. Chairman Jan Van Kamen of the Teen Task Force of the Concerned Citizens Coalition on Alcohol and Other Drug Abuse for Greater Kenosha.
That's the first time I've ever seen a crayon that was like a person. That was cute.
Watch them lean against the wall and catch heck. Did you ever mark up your walls at home with crayons?
No, I didn't.
Honestly, no, Bernadette.
Honestly, really, I didn't. Truthfully, I didn't.
You ever been a landlord, Bernadette?
I understand that the landlords have that as a very serious problem on their walls.
Look at this, the Celtic Nation Pipes and Drums. This is a marching band, but they play only pipes and drums. They're from Grafton, Wisconsin. Jim Dickman, director. Caissons go rolling along. Hello, Grafton. Welcome to Kenosha. The Air Force. Hymn. This is the 1st Cavalry Division Association. Troopers. Disabled veterans. Their slogan, we were soldiers once and young, but now time has started to fade us.
This parade audience has certainly honored by their applause all the veterans groups, Louis.
Historic uniforms. There's something I'm volunteering in this year is a Relay for Life to help the American Cancer Society, a team event to fight cancer.
A nice group of people. Thank you for being in our parade.
Relay for Life coming up at Bullen Junior High School. Everybody show up. It's an all-night walk-a-thon. Raise funds to fight cancer.
And there is the chairman of that event, John Proco.
It's in August 1st, folks, at Bullen Middle School. Nick Scavone, original chairman, and in the convertible, cancer survivor, Chairman John Proco. The Lutheran Vanguard. Lutheran Vanguard, welcome to Kenosha.
Very good.
You know, they're not from any one city. You know, they have representatives from 3 Lutheran high schools located in eastern Wisconsin. Give you some idea where they're from. You noticed I didn't mention a city. They're from Appleton, Jackson, Onalaska, Watertown, Manitowoc, Wausau, Summers, and Fond du Lac. So that's why they're the Lutheran Vanguard of Wisconsin.
Now here in the screen you can see the Kenosha Head Start School representatives. They have a float. Some of their teachers are on the float with the pupils. That is really cool.
They'll be moving to the old North Shoreline station on 63rd Street. Let's see, sometime this fall. Mary Jo Farmer, Kenosha Head Start School. I wanted to say the Lutheran Vanguard, I wanted to add, this is their 25th anniversary. WLIP, AM 1050. Why does that name ring a bell?
Louis, I've heard of them. I know they're on Green Bay Road, Highway 31.
No, they're just off Green Bay Road.
Well, they're not on it. No, they're not sitting there on the road, but, you know, you have to turn into a driveway, I guess.
Next media, WEXT, FM 104.7. Shouldn't that box be up on your shoulder? I thought so, yes. Here's a Ford Thunderbird. I understand this is their last year of production. Look, there's one right there. Destined to be a classic. And look who's in it. State Senator Robert Wirch. You know who else has a 100th anniversary this year is Buick.
Buick, really?
Nobody talks about the Buick centennial. This is Buick's 100th year, too.
Ford and Buick both started the same year.
Yes, and a certain fellow was chairman of Buick, and he decided to come to Kenosha to make his own car, and his name was Charles W. Nash.
You're seeing some beautiful, beautiful stilt walkers on the screen. One has a long, long green dress. The other is dressed red, white, and blue. They're wandering in and out of the vehicles, talking to the audience.
You would think some of the people watching the parade could use some stilts like that, especially in the back rows. I'd like to see a marching band all on stilts. I bet you something like that's been done, don't you? How about a tap dance team? Wouldn't that be? It'd be noisy, wouldn't it?
That would be a little much.
Okay. Hello, Senator. Yes, gorgeous. That's a pretty color. I haven't seen powder blue on a new car for decades. Looks like they're finally, well, of course, that's a historic car. Powder blue.
Now, that car came from CarMax. They donated, I believe, 5 cars for our parade this year.
I like convertibles. I'm a sucker for a ragtop. I got to tell you that, Bernie, especially in a day like this. And what really gets me angry is when people have a day like this and a convertible and they don't put the top down. Does that bug you as well? I got a hunch it doesn't.
You know what, Louie? I probably have never thought about that.
Okay. I think about it every moment.
I can't believe you like cars so much. You're so into music. You're so into history. You're into restoration of things. I'm impressed with your car knowledge. I really am.
There's a new generation drill team. They're from Chicago. 3 years old. Directed by James Crafton. Ages 8 to 21. New generation from Chicago. Welcome to Kenosha. Reminds me of the finale of the fireworks. That drum beat.
They've been dancing all the way.
It's a good drum line.
So they're just not marching down the street. They're not just walking down the street. They're dancing down the street.
Let's see more drill teams start up. That's what I want to see. University of Wisconsin Parkside Alumni Association, right here in Kenosha.
Hey!
The Alumni Association.
Red, white, and blue is their theme.
Look at the world's biggest hose reel.
That's Wacky Willer Robert Somerville. It's from Madison, Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, she's dancing on top of this huge, huge wheel. And, oh.
Did you see that 45 John Deere tractor Model B? It's all restored. It lives in Summers at the farm of Donald Dinges. Thanks for bringing it, Donald. Why don't you folks give up your cars and just buy these things? Look at the money you'd save and the fun you'd have. No tailgaters either.
He's either on top of it or around it.
Look how easy it is to steer.
Oh.
You know, everybody was waiting to see that, don't you?
Wacky
JollyGiants.com.
Wow.
Lighthouse Brigade of Racine Junior Band. Ed Burgles directing. Racine Unified Schools. Remind you about the 4th parade in Racine. It kicks off at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Is that really the longest parade in the state of Wisconsin, Louis?
Howdy. Get it ready. Lighthouse Brigade Junior Band. They appear in Kenosha every year to my memory.
Yes.
That's the junior band. There's also a senior. But they'll be in the parade on July 4th.
Oh, here's Jolly. Does everybody know Jolly the Clown? Art Petrie. Comes from Milwaukee. Very active in the Clown Association. He comes to our parade every year. Oh, he's so
That's a
cute.
historic hurdy-gurdy. He's got Alan Pell Busker organ. Oh, by the way, Tom and Mona McDermott, their anniversary. Wanted to wish them the best. Jolly the hurdy-gurdy man out of Milwaukee.
Right. He's been very, very active in the Clown Association.
Wanted to mention, we didn't specify about Ranger Bear and the University of Wisconsin Parkside alumni. But they're for kids just out of high school and adults returning to school, continue their education. We're so fortunate to have in Kenosha all these universities, colleges, 5 schools of higher learning. Kenosha's really gotten to be, in the past 40 years, a major college town in the Midwest.
Louis, do you see those people like running? I mean, if they have ran through this whole parade, that's from the Kenosha Athletic Center. Wellness, health, and fitness.
250 gold medalists, 30 national champions, martial arts. Dennis Nelson is the master, hometown master with 30 years of experience. And the Athletic Center is a home of not only state but national tennis competition. Wanted to thank CJW Incorporated for sponsoring the University of Wisconsin Alumni Float.
And they're of all ages. It's young and old. And they were running, Louis. They were like running.
This locomotive represents the 40 and 8. 40 men and 8 horses, World War I, traveling in boxcars throughout France. That's how our troops traveled, in boxcars, which were able to hold 40 men and 8 horses each. To this day, the 40 and 8 continues as Society of the Veterans of Foreign Wars. This is their vehicle, a 1939 Nash, sponsored by Nash Kelvinator, shaped into the locomotive. George Powers Jr. heads up the current Society of the 40 and 8.
Louis, when we used to be in parades a day or two ago, that vehicle was with us then also.
Look at that 1927 Nash Special 6 from the Briggs family, pride of Kenosha, and a 1941 Chrysler luxury liner. I'm sorry, Dodge. Okay, where'd you come from, Dodge? Did you change the nameplates just to make us mad? I'm kidding. Floyd Ishmael driving, 41 Dodge. Then a 41 Nash. That's the Ambassador with 2, count them, 2 spark plugs per cylinder. Patrick Schilling at the wheel.
All these antique autos that are brought by Bill and Andy Briggs, every one of them are 40 years old or older. That's awesome that people will share their vehicles in our parade.
And they have to be original. That Dodge is really an eye catcher.
I have a feeling that after this performance of yours today, you're going to go out and find yourself an
A 41 Dodge. I don't know. Let's see if Floyd will take any offers. I noticed that's a rare model, that 41 Dodge, though. Well, admit it, you haven't seen one like it today.
No, I haven't seen one like that today.
I like those wide white walls, don't you?
Looks like we're having Division 4.
Not for a while. Let's talk about white walls.
Louis, I think you're going to have to change your vocation and go into antique autos. What do you think the radio station would think of that?
I think it should buy all old cars for our staff vehicles.
I can just see the parking lot at WLIP with all antique autos. And you'd be in charge of making sure everyone had one. But I also think you'd be in charge of keeping them clean, Louis.
I would be? Oh, no, no.
Well, you know.
I'd be in charge of supervising the wax teams. Come on, guys, get those fenders a little brighter. You know, that sort of thing. Got a lull in the parade. Division 4 coming up with Marshall and Ilsley Bank. Did I say that right? You say Marshall and Ilsley Bank. Try it.
Marshall and Ilsley Bank.
You came close.
How did I
Closer
do?
than I.
How did I do?
I kind of bummed it on the fourth syllable. Anyway, they call it M&I now. And the Kenosha News Division sponsors of Division 4, with our division marshals being Dan and Linda Chapetta. You folks out there, you're watching this on Kenosha Channel 14, Kenosha Community Channel. Now you can be a producer for television. This is Kenosha's pride and joy, our own hometown cable television channel. I'm going to give you a phone number. You folks out there interested in signing up, being a producer, star, actor, musician, whatever, or just a crewman. Shouldn't say just. Want to compliment all our crewmen and make this show possible. Here's the phone number. You call 656-8497, 656-8497. I want to thank all the crew here today for producing this edition. This is Channel 14's first crack at doing the parade. Pete Leach, the producer and director, and cameraman Wes Reeves, Neil Edwards, and
Tom.
Who's Tom? Where's the last name?
Who's Tom?
Deidre Leach and Jeremy Leach are camera shot coordinators, and Felicia Leach and Douglas Leach. I sense nepotism there, but that's all right because it's all volunteer activity. On audio, time clock operator Alexandrea Leach, and let's see, the setup crew, Pete, Douglas, Felicia, and Jeremy Leach, and on-site coordinator LaVerne Leech. Am I forgetting anybody? By the way, Pete produces Music with Pete. The program started in '96. Seen on 8 channels from Kenosha, including Chicago, Milwaukee, and Madison.
Louis, we now are going to be hearing from the CYO band. This
CYO Band has been around for 64 years in Kenosha,
right.
And you're listening to 2 ex-members or alumni right here, Bernadette and myself.
Right here. And remember, they started out this morning at 8 o'clock, and they did a performance this morning. So God bless them for being here with us.
Parade honoree Kurt Wilson. He's a pipe fitter, journeyman pipe fitter for Daimler Chrysler in Kenosha, and the Skilled Trades Committeeman and Shop Committee Chairman for the United Auto Workers local branch. Also served in numerous trade committees and several other committees. And he's involved on the Police and Fire Commission and other political activities in Kenosha, plus the mayor's task force on gangs, labor, on gangs, I mean, make it that way, and the labor newspaper and the United Way. Daimler Chrysler Kenosha engine plant as a commercial entry, and you're looking at several products of the Daimler Chrysler. 101 years, they had their centennial last year, starting their second century with a little look at history. Look at the cars coming up. On screen is an AMX. There's a Javelin. there is a Concorde. All vehicles built in Kenosha. The Concorde was the everyday car for American Motors back a quarter century ago. Carried a lot of people, and if you look around the streets of Kenosha today, they still do. This is a Plymouth Prowler, one of the limited edition entries in the automotive marketplace from Daimler Chrysler. Right there on screen. Brilliant gold.
They are very good to our parade, and we really, really appreciate their cars and all that they do for us.
This is a Dodge Viper V10 engine convertible roadster. 10 cylinders.
Oh, our lovely, wonderful Kenosha News inflatable. Spot the news dog. There he is.
I just found out that Dodge Viper carries 500 horsepower under the hood, and he is available to pull stumps out on contract if you should need. I just made that up.
Okay.
Won't believe it. That AMC Concorde was an '83 model, so this is the 20th anniversary for that car, driven by George Pfluger and Terry, 30,000 miles in that car. Okay. And Frank Storino, one of my former drum corps kids from the Queensmen, with his 1967 Javelin.
Oh, all that applause. The Iwo Jima Marine Memorial Float.
The Marine Corps League's Agerholm Gross Detachment number 346, Iwo Jima Marine Memorial Float, the Tableau, led by Dan O'Malina.
They're not moving an inch. Wonderful. It's a warm day, but they're dedicated parade people, and we thank them. Iwo Jima Marine Memorial Float, always a tradition in our parade. There's some people having some fun. Looks like there's strolling musicians, rhythm songs using a variety of percussions. People having a good time. The director is Heather Pointer. Rhythm in the round drum circles. Our wonderful Girl Scouts. The Girl Scout Council of Kenosha County. Courtesy of Terry Sorensen. A light to our community, our Girl Scouts.
With a tribute to the 1866 Kenosha Light. These floats actually were all in competition earlier. Got various prizes, although I don't have the score sheets. Do you, Bernadette? We announced the judges earlier. I will look that up and see what's coming next. This is Channel 14 of Kenosha, and you may be watching it on Channel 25. The City of Kenosha Government Channel is also going to run this tape, for the next several months. But this is definitely June 29th, the annual Civic Veterans Day Parade. The time right now, our time, 19 minutes after 3 o'clock Central Daylight Time. Don't know when you'll be watching this at home, but we're having a good time on this magnificent day in late June.
This is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous.
Say what you like about Kenosha's weather. Nobody beats our summers. They're beautiful. Perfect example. Look around.
I don't remember seeing this many people at our parade before for a long, long time, Louis. This is an awesome crowd. And everyone's very appreciative of the talent going by.
There's a lot to do downtown, too, today on this Sunday. People will be hanging around and should relax and enjoy the summer. It's just beginning, our calendar summer anyway, as we approach the 1st of July in Kenosha. So much to do in Kenosha. Boy Scouts of America, with their Southeast Wisconsin pack leaders, including Todd Jacobs, of 448 Jefferson School, Brian Adamson of 440 Holy Rosary, Susan Freisheim of 525 Roosevelt, Darrell Jones, 550 Whittier School, Paul Schlereth of 512 St. Mary's, Peter McDermott of 515 McKinley, Charles Stout of 551 Curtis Strange, Betty Marble of 595 Columbus School, and Troop 512 of St. Mary's and Dennis Collins, and finally Wesley Methodist Kirk Sanine of Troop 551, and I bet I butchered a few names along the process.
I know the scouting program is always my favorite part of the parade, Louis. All these Girl Scouts that just went by, and as we look down the 60th Street, we see all these Boy Scouts. This is what America's all about.
And how many people started their careers in engineering and music and in nautical seamanship just by getting a start in the scouting organizations?
And do you know how important the parents, the leaders are to these children? They're there with them teaching and being, I would say they're a good friend, but we are very proud in Kenosha that we always have such a great contingency of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and we thank all the leaders for getting them here. It's wonderful. Now looking down the street, I think there probably was 150 Girl Scouts that just went by, and I would say a good 150 Boy Scouts are coming. The Cub Scouts. And of course, their parents.
I hope people are rolling tape at home and saving this for future generations. I mean, right now it's just a parade. But imagine what this tape will be worth 10, 20, 30 years from now. And if you missed it today, chances are you'll have a chance to catch it again. Try to roll a tape and keep it for, well, forever.
These Scouts, the Girl Scouts included, they've been in uniform. And there's hundreds of them. This is so awesome, Louis. This really, I know cars is important to you. Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts are very important to me, as they're our future citizens.
How about Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts riding in old cars?
You know, that is a thought. But with the number of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts we have today, you'd have to provide a lot of old cars for us.
Or just buy International Scouts. There's a compromise.
There's a compromise.
Do they still make those? I don't think so.
But these young people, they can walk. Their parents are walking. Their leaders are walking. They have all different colors on. They're all waving at the camera. They're having a good time. And now they've lined up at 1 o'clock. They've been out waiting a long time to go down this street.
Here comes a vintage Chevrolet Impala convertible. I'm guessing 76, but I'm not sure.
The Pepperidge Farm Bakery Thrift Outlet.
And the Pepperidge Farm Boomer Goldfish. Welcome to the Kenosha Parade. Special thanks to Abby.
Abby, thank you. That goldfish is too cool.
What year is that Chevrolet? 76? I hate to gloat. Actually, I like to gloat.
Some beautiful music coming up.
Kenosha Community Television, Channel 14. Producers that have TV programs airing in our area. Right now, you're on Channel 14, or you soon will be. Special thanks to Keith Weinstra, the chairman.
Yes. He really keeps that Access program going. He works very, very hard at it.
Here's your chance to own a piece of the media.
I love that song.
Okay, come on, help us out, everybody. To be in a man, but at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died and gave that right to me. And I'm glad he stand out next to you. And
State Assemblyman John Steinbrink and Jim Cruiser and wife Jane, sons Justin and Jimmy, Samantha Kirkman. These are all our state assemblymen representing Kenosha and Kenosha County. Look at that 61 Chrysler convertible. First Banking Center. Is that a Diamond T? What is it? What? A Federal? What year? A 44 Federal. Beautiful. Thank you for bringing it. That's a rare one. 44 Federal truck. Looks like a fire truck. Retired now, of course. Kenosha Police Chief Dan Wade.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Mary. And where's Maddie?
Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Kenosha Chief of Police Dan Wade, wife Mary, and granddaughter Maddie. (1944) Federal. Kenosha Pops Concert Band on this flatbed.
I just love their band, Louie.
Craig Gall, the conductor, and you wouldn't have known unless you read his shirt there that said conductor. Thank you for wearing that, Craig. Pops Concert Band, you can see them every Wednesday night at 7:30 in Penoyer Park at the band shell. Pleasant Prairie Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 7308. Jeeps of various years, originally built by Ford, Willys, Bantam, now built exclusively by Daimler Chrysler. Jeeps on parade. Hard to tell the years in those, which is a good thing, I think,
That's
Ernie.
a good thing. That is a good thing. You know what's so important today to Louie? Everybody on every float, they are having, in every car, they're having so much fun.
Say, are you the guy that parked next to me at the station? Oh, because I was wondering who, never mind. Welcome to Kenosha, and thanks for being here. Those are the Foreplay four-wheelers. Scott Gagnon, director. I got real tired one night and I saw the black dog.
It's unusual to see a car, you know, on its side, still moving. Okay.
Brown Karate and Martial Arts. Chris Brown, instructor. New Home and Summers.
And they're doing their action right here, right in front of the camera. All ages. Thank you for being here.
Here's a nice motto they like to share. Where there is light, there's no blame.
Louis, do you see that Sky High? He's from Marshville, Wisconsin, and he is family of 5 stilt walkers. He is awesome. There's 2 of them from the family of 5.
Yes.
They come all the way from Marshville, Wisconsin. Thank you. They're always a big hit.
I want to talk to them about my gutters later. Get a phone number if you can, will you?
All right, we'll see what we can do.
You know, the father of these 4 kids was Steady Eddie. Remember he was in Kenosha so many times?
Oh, yes.
He was here
Yes.
28 years ago. He started walking on stilts at 14. He broke, Steady Eddie, the Guinness Book of World Records in 1979 when he walked on stilts, get this, 30 feet plus tall.
Oh, and waving was at our Kenosha County Sheriff.
These guys are so high they get a nosebleed. So, no, I just made that up.
Sheriff David Beth. First year. Vehicles from the DARE group.
I got my first ride, I'm not making this up, in a golf cart today. First
Really?
ride ever. Yep.
In all the years you've been on the committee?
Never rode in a golf cart in my life.
Did you always have to walk? Did they ever give
I
you
always
a ride?
walked or I got a bike or something.
Oh, Louis.
But today I got a lift from Bombay Louie. He's over here.
Well, Louis, you certainly deserve to have had a ride in the golf cart before this.
No, never. I've never
Oh,
even.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I'm serious. It was fun too. I had
Yes.
to sit facing backwards. But you know what they say? It's more important to see where you've been than where you're going.
I know.
No,
But
they don't say that. I just said that.
But everybody got to see you too. My goodness, you've been running this parade committee for years and years and years.
Hmm.
Before that, you always had a stand, and now today you got to sit down.
I was waiting for the wise guys, you know, to start clapping and all that. You know, like the parade started. But I want to thank people for holding holding their peace.
You know, this parade is put on by a lot of people. There's a lot of volunteers, and of course, Fran and Frank Padokas do chair it. They work with a great committee. The committee were meeting, they started, I believe, at 10 o'clock this morning, and they had the judging of the floats. And these people have been riding around in golf carts. They're not doing it just to ride around in golf carts. They're doing it for security, to keep the parade running smoothly. We have a lot of wonderful, wonderful people. It's a very big cross-section of people in our city.
And you can tell that we're filling time right now, can't you folks at home?
We're killing time, but it's a nice time to say thank you to the parade committee.
Yes, indeed. And this band is a lot farther away, actually, than it seems on our TV screen, because we're using a telephoto shot. But cameramen doing their best to pick up other cameramen.
And we, you know, have
okay,
you
the battle of the camp. Da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Dueling cameras.
Have you noticed the police on
There you
their
are.
bicycles? Louis, do you think that they ride on their bicycles for 8 hours a day?
Da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Da-da-dum, bum, bum,
Oh, my
bum,
Louis
bum,
the
bum, da-da-dum,
musician.
bum, 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 bum. Hi, guys. I got a bad hair day, I know. Band of the Black Watch approaching.
Oh, world famous band of the Black Watch.
Well, that's the end of that one. The roll-off, I hope, will come before they hit the reviewing stand. But Division 5 is just beginning now. The Division sponsor, Snap-on Incorporated, manufacturer of tools and associated hardware here in Kenosha for decades. Division marshals are Jim and Terry Lovell. Jim's one of my Kingsman buddies from the old drum corps days. Yes, we marched together on baritone bugle.
I did not know that. I did not know that. A lot of the people on the parade committee are the old band people from our childhood.
You know who I had on the air today was Wayne Morton. He was the drum major for the Mary D. Bradford Band in the early 60s.
Really?
Went on to Hollywood, and he's still acting, actually. He's in Stillwater, Minnesota, appearing this summer with Gloria Stivic on All in the Family, Sally Struthers.
Oh, my God.
And he was on the air, and he said he was the drum major of the Bradford Band when there still was one back in the early 60s. New uniforms this year for the Black Watch. America the Beautiful. A nice arrangement. Did you notice that they are using bugles as bass horns, contrabass bugles?
Really?
Yeah.
Their lines are certainly straight. They look wonderful go down the street. Oh, and here comes...
New uniforms for the Black Watches here. This is their 25th year of competition, the anniversary. Not of existence, but of competition. And they always do well.
The Pepper and Company Clowns, clown group from Kenosha, Wisconsin. They have been in every one of our parade for as long as I can remember. Hi, Peggy the clown. I know you're Pepper, but I know you really is Peggy.
I believe we should talk about the Black Watch while we have the opportunity. I think they're made up of kids from all over Kenosha, Unified Schools, and elsewhere. Like, for example, Shoreland.
Of the high school.
Yeah, the high schools, yeah.
Yes. And we just saw the Star Spirit Twirling Team. They're from the Lakeview Rexplex.
Director is Kelly, and I hope I'm pronouncing Ridlowitz. Is that right? Would you know?
That looks good.
That looks
really
close.
Don't know her.
Kelly Ridlowitz Barthel, a former state national champ. They were here last year, too.
Oh. The museum, always part of our parade. Rex, Tyrex.
Tyrex is representative of the mammoths you'll see at the Kenosha Public Museum.
That museum is certainly a big asset to our community.
Yes.
Isn't it, Louis?
And the best way to get there is to ride the streetcar.
Really? Oh, I love the streetcar. The New Day Drum and Bugle Corps. They're from Racine, Wisconsin. We've had a lot of music in our parade today, Louis. Very wonderful, wonderful groups.
Remember all the great drum corps we used to have come out of Kenosha over the years?
Gosh.
All gone.
Remember when our parades used to be on Memorial Day?
Yes, Memorial Day, and the last Memorial Day parade was what year?
You told me, 1975?
Right.
Wow.
75.
And we decided, why not have a parade when the weather was good?
Little trivia, though.
Yes.
This is the historic route of the 4th of July parade. It came this way up until the actual 50s, and then it didn't turn where it does now. It turned the other way. It's going south, you see that corner, but ordinarily it would turn north. True story.
We've just seen the Northern Ice Women's professional football team. And I believe we're starting the parade over again with fire trucks. No, I'm just teasing. And Wiggles the clown.
These trucks are built in Kenosha. They are products of the Peter Persh Company, and they are still in service but semi-retired.
And I believe driving that vehicle is Carrie. Carrie Poltruck. Hi, Carrie. There's some of our audience. Everybody waving.
What year is that fire truck built in? 1963. Thank you. 63 Persh. I believe Persh was in business till the late 80s. 1963 Peter Persh fire truck, owned by the Lofquist family. Riding on the fire truck is Broadway Bob of Union Grove, Wisconsin.
The CYC Raiders just went by. They're waving at us. Wisconsin National Guard.
Sergeant Lance Peevler, representing military personnel, carrying one M109.
Really? They're going to shoot us. Here he comes.
The same?
They were aiming at us, but I guess they decided to let us go.
Was it something we said, do you think?
I don't know. They're very good. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Let me mention once again, the Wisconsin National Guard is honored on State Highway 32, the Red Arrow Highway, 1 block west of us.
Now that's a vehicle that can go up and down and around and about.
There's the military version of the Humvee. In case anybody's wondering, those bolts are all removed and secured. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. The National Guard, their families riding in their vehicles. That's what, I mean, Louis, this parade is all ages, families together, moms and dads, kids, business people, all of our citizens.
Well, the Kenosha installation has been here since the time of the Civil War.
The National Guard?
Yes.
Civil War in, oh my God.
It was a cavalry, actually. Cavalry division.
You are seeing a little girl doing somersaults all down the street, and it's from the Beth Hill.
Job's Daughters, Bethel number 30. Organization for young ladies between 11 and 29, related to the Master Mason. And they teach love of country and obedience to its rules, respect for parents and home. And I'm surprised with a name like Job's Daughter that they don't teach patience.
And there's the fairest of the fair. Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful girl.
Cindy Clifton is the director. Job's Daughters.
I see a really big soldier walking down the street here.
Way down the line is a band from West Dallas. I think it's their first time here. I'll tell you about them in a moment. Here comes another motor patrol. Not sure from this distance where they're from.
That's got to be the Glenbrook Shrine Club.
No, my first parade, I marched with the CYO band. And we marched on 7th Avenue
All right.
from around St. Catherine's Hospital all the way to here, Library Square.
I didn't remember it. We're starting that. But look at that big guy. Look at that big guy with the other guy.
Oh, this is Tabala Motor Patrol.
Yeah.
Can we get a shot of that? Tabala Motor Patrol. I almost didn't remember the name, but the fez was familiar.
The Shrine Hospital benefits from the pay these people are
Hello, Waukegan. Welcome to Kenosha.
in the parade, and the money's earned goes for the Shrine Hospitals.
Tabala Motor Patrol.
Thank you for giving up your time.
I can't see the. Oh, those are not Hondas, I don't think. Yeah, I think they are Honda scooters. Aren't they good? Tabala Motor Patrol. That's a fun organization.
Yeah. We get the Shriners from Illinois, Milwaukee, all over to participate in the parade.
Waukegan's very active with Tabala.
Yes.
They'll also be in the Labor Day parade in Zion.
Do you hear that beat, Louie? That's awesome.
Hear it, I wrote it.
All right, all right. You might know Cars, but I know you didn't write that music. That's the South Shore Drill Team and Purporting Arts Ensemble. They are awesome. They probably have done a few parades already today. That's why we always have them at the end of the parade, because they come from all the other parades they do. But they really move, and they always perform for the audience.
By the way, the Shrine Hospital, which the Tabala Motor Patrol raises funds for. You know the budget of that hospital is $450 million per year.
Did you say 450 million?
Million. That's what they cost to run.
Oh my gosh.
And the Tabala Motor Patrol goes around to 18 parades every year to help support the shrine. Because they get paid, you know, to be here.
Yes.
They donate it all to the Shrine Hospital.
Yes. There's very local businesses and people donate. The city of Kenosha and the county of Kenosha give us money so that the people in the parade get paid for their charitable donations. Can you hear that beat? Some of our parade volunteers going by. They're dancing and performing. Look at those flags.
On the south side of Chicago is the South Shore neighborhood. This is the South Shore Drill Team and Performing Arts Ensemble. This year is their 23rd anniversary.
Their age is from the age of 7 to 21. Oh, I love that beat.
South Shore Drill Team from Chicago. Welcome to Kenosha.
Lots of applause. Good job.
God bless America.
Oh. You know, that's one of my favorite songs, Louis. I love that song.
You know, it was written in World War I era, actually. It wasn't even used until 1938. It was cut from the show.
I read that.
1938, Irving Berlin dragged it out, and Kate Smith premiered it.
You know,
and all the funds go to the Scouts. All the funds from royalties.
But you realize there's all these wonderful singers in the whole wide world, but you know what? Kate Smith did it best.
By the way, not by the way, this is important. Our next Kenosha Civic Veterans Parade will be next June 27th, 364 shopping days from now. Fran Padokas is chairman, and we all salute Fran and Frank making this all happen. I hate to think how many hours of work it involves. Waukegan Park District sponsoring the Jazz Steppers, drill team and drum corps.
Oh my goodness. All the way from Waukegan. They also participated in other parades today.
Hello, Waukegan. Welcome to Kenosha.
The good beat. They have lots of followers.
You know, we don't have a publicity release on the Jazz Steppers drill team, Waukegan. We apologize for that. I wish I knew more about them. And I can't read the back of the T-shirts to tell you what it is. All I can tell you is that they're from Waukegan. I'll bet the Chamber of Commerce would have more on that. We need more drill teams. They're easy to start, and I'm so glad we had so many here today.
All right, Louis, that's your new job.
Start a drill team.
Start a drill team.
Let me get my Black & Decker.
Oh.
We'll start with that.
Well, I think the audience here enjoyed the parade. It was awesome. It was over 2 hours, and the people here have been very cooperative and very, very appreciative of all the floats and bands that went by. And
wait a minute. Stop that sweeper. I think I see a quarter in the gutter over there.
Oh.
Wait, let me run over there.
He's always the hit of the parade, the sweeper.
I don't know why this is. It's fascinating to watch these guys. He's approaching dangerously close to the booth. You think we're in trouble? Looks like something out of Star Wars.
You realize he's working on Sunday. As the people are all leaving, they all have happy smiles.
They're not leaving. They're just going home to get charged for next year.
That date again, 2004 was June 27th. Was that the date?
Yeah.
The parade meeting will be soon. Actually, it'll be tonight as we begin to critique the parade today and to select and secure all the people that will be in the parade next year. We have to usually work a year ahead because some of these people who are in some of these entries, they're very hard to get, but we get there first.
Somebody get a hold of that ice cream guy over there. It looks mighty good. What is that? Palateria Juarez, right? Where are you from, Kenosha? You from Kenosha? Stick around. I think I want to talk to you. This guy.
Well,
ice cream vendor. I think it's the last one left in Kenosha, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the cameraman. Oh, the vendors. You got any more silly string? He sure does. You want to buy some?
Not allowed. Silly string is not allowed. Not in our Kenosha parade.
We're going to wrap it. I'm having too much fun up here, guys. I don't want to wrap it up. I know a couple of jokes. You know the one about the cheerleader and the drum majorette? No? You don't want to hear that? All right.
All right. But thank you to the crew. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you all.
Wonderful job.
Thank you to the viewers.
Yes, thank
Parade
you
committee.
for coming.
All the units. What else are you going to say?
It was a beautiful day. I think one of the best days our parade has ever had, and I think our audience was larger than usual. Very people, they're polite, but applauding, and especially our veterans group. God bless America.
God bless America.
Wonderful, wonderful parade.
Thank you all. Thank you, veterans. We'll see you in the upswing. This program will be repeated, won't it?
Yes, it will be repeated
on channels 14 and 25.
25. So how fortunate we are to have our city. They are supporting us, as are the Access Channel people.
Yes. Thank you all. Thank you, TV crews from Kenosha Community Television 14, Jason Remkus, all the folks at the Community Access TV Board, City of Kenosha, the mayor, everybody for making this all happen. It makes Kenosha just that much of a greater city in which to live and play. And speaking of, let's go out and play right now on this gorgeous day, Sunday, June 29th, 2003.
See you next year.
See you next year. God bless America.